In this video, I wanted to talk about your options for navigation. What you need really depends on how deep your categorization is for your catalog and how many categories you have. It also depends on your clientele and what their expectations are. Everything you do has to be easy to use and make your products easy and fast to find. Most customers expect to be able to get to where they're going very, very quickly, usually in 1 to 2 clicks. So the two primary navigation approaches are horizontal, like this store, and vertical, like this store. And every once in a while, somebody uses a hybrid. So we're going to talk about the different options so that you can better decide what works best for your customer. Now, it's very common in newer stores to have all the navigation across the top. And if you do this, in most cases, your best bet is to make this very product focused and not to combine information pages with what's here. Again, it depends on your business. There is no one size fits all, but that's our recommendation in most cases. And in this case, you can see they have a very significant amount of categorization. And once you click through, we've got filters that help people better match what they're trying to do. So that works for them. Keep in mind, no matter what you do, you have to think about how it's going to work on different size screens. Now, one of the concerns with horizontal navigation is that if you have too many categories across the top, or really it's character count, if you have really short ones like blue, green, and red, you can fit more categories than you can if you have something like this store where you have a shop by, etc. You want to know how this is going to work on different size screens, and these should be planned for in your design. Some templates do a better job of it out of the box than others. Let me show you what I mean. So this is Wayfair, and for the record, this is not a site we either designed or is under our management, so I don't want to take credit away from their team, which has done a very nice job. So on first glance, I see way too many categories to move cleanly. And they do have the nice little drop downs, and I really like that they've got this promotional image across it. In any case, as you move this one in, it's still responsive. See how it quickly breaks into 2 lines. Well, this works if you've planned for it. It can be utterly a mess if you haven't. Now, in this case, they've actually hard-coded it to break exactly at renovation. So even as you get narrower, it doesn't disrupt it. I think we just lost a category there. And interestingly enough, as you move into tablets, it deletes some extra categories and moves into this kind of tagging convention. And I must be between a breakpoint here. Things do look a little different on a device because we've now got the Hamburger Menu here as well. One way of handling that is to create a master category and then child categories underneath. And this catalog's pretty small, so this actually works. If these got really long, it might not be as an effective an approach. And here they've actually got pages set up too, because that works well, again, for their audience. In all cases, your information pages should be in your footer. In some stores, we'll put them up top. Really, you need to look at your data and see if that makes sense. In most cases, you don't want these things across the top unless they tell a story, and there are use cases for that. This one's got a huge catalog, and they have a vertical navigation. And what's really nice here is you can drill down very easily. You're not leaving the page, and you can find exactly what you're looking for very quickly. Usually this type of navigation also allows for subcategories, additional child categories. So you see here I opened up insulated tools, I got sockets. I can click here, and now I've gone 3 levels deep without having to leave this page, and I can do that in a second or two. This site is a hybrid. So what they wanted to do is they have 6 main industry categories, and they have collections that have been culled together for each of these industries. So we have their 6 primary industries across the top, and then we have a shop by product for those who aren't, they know they're looking for a bucket. They want a bucket. They don't necessarily care whether it's for a brewery or whatever. So this is how these people, these owners, decided they could best serve their audience. And look at this, I think we're in 4 levels here, and we haven't had to go anywhere. Once you get inside, you've got additional subcategorical navigation, and that works for them. This store has opted to put retail information across the top, and that makes sense because they also have physical stores. That's not something you'd necessarily want to hide in the top. Whether or not you put it here or create something across the top, that's a design decision. I just wanted to pretty much show you that this can be done a different way. So keep in mind that whatever you do, it needs to work quickly and cleanly on all devices. And happy navigation hunting. If you need some help or have further questions, feel free to give us a call.